Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last video we very luckily finished up our last sliding block ice puzzle, which allowed us to get more access to more parts of the mansion. I've totally slipped my mind, however, that I haven't shown off at all where it is that you find Ooku. She's actually in here with Yeta in a place with a bunch of paws. I think it's back here. I don't use her, but it's, you know, a tradition to at least show where she is, so. Yeah, she's right here, just hanging out. So hi, Ooku. Whew! Freed last. Although we're almost done the dungeon, and I am never going to use you, and I have not used you so far in the game. But yes, welcome aboard, anywho. So yeah, so that's just, you know, quick throwback to something I completely forgot to show off. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, so let's go through the door that we opened when we did the sliding block puzzle and we hit the switch with a block. It opened up a door for us. It's actually here on the second floor. So that's where we're going. To open up this door here. And this brings us actually to the top of the courtyard, which is really interesting because you kind of see everything from an aerial view. There's a lot of ice here, which, you know, obvious statement is obvious. But anyways, you're gonna have all of these ice statue warrior things, and you gotta be really careful here because they will knock you off the edge. You know, you can knock them off the edge though, which is really fun. You can kind of just play around with them. If you use your shield, they'll kind of retaliate, and then if you want to, they'll be knocked off or whatever. So, I lost my thought train there, sorry. This is actually my second time trying to do this video, because at this point I am just insanely tired and just like losing my thought/playing train. So these rooms are already marked, oh my god, I can't even talk, on my map because I've already been here. But you guys haven't been here, so I'm just taking you back through areas I've already been through. When you get to this, you know, chandelier part, of course you want to hit them with your ball and chain. And we're going to do the same old stuff we've been doing. As you can see, this chest is already opened. This actually contains a small key. As you can see, I also have a small key that's on my screen, so I haven't used it yet. But now is our chance to backtrack, and luckily we're in the room in which we need to backtrack to. So we need to go back upstairs to where we just were, but go in the other door, the one that wasn't locked earlier, the one that we didn't use the switch puzzle for. And that will be our last locked door of the dungeon. Besides the boss room, of course. So we're getting closer to being finished. We want to go through this door. And in here is a very annoying Poe, which I'm actually going to take care of. Because I gotta come back to Snow Peak to get Poes, but I don't really like to go like dungeon crawling for Poes a lot of the time. I don't find that a lot of fun. Unfortunately, there's friggin' enemies everywhere, which I maybe should have taken into account. But I thought they weren't gonna like come up here if I was on the platform, but I was apparently wrong, and now I'm getting my ass beat. You see what I mean by having bad luck? Things are just not going the way I want them to today. As you can see, though, that's the door that we want to go through, so you can also use your ball and chain on these guys, which I don't know if I've shown off or not, but you can kind of just swing it around, and as they come around, they kind of walk into it, which is kind of funny to watch, actually. It's rather amusing, so I'm just gonna try and take care of these guys before I get even more frozen. There we go. Roll away from the Poe. Now it should be a little more safe for me to actually attack this guy. Poes are cocky little buggers too. They're like, haha, can't get me. Little do they know that they only take 2 hits, which is pathetic, so. There we go, there's our Pole Soul. So if I can transform into a human, I don't think we'll need Wolf Link for anything else. Or so I hope. Let's go through this door. I like the locks in this dungeon, by the way. They're kind of interesting. They're kind of different from the usual lock design, which I like. And these guys will breathe on you, so be careful. You can use your ball and chain on them to get them out of your way, which you'll need to do, and then you've got the smaller guys to worry about, which I completely forgot about, which is why I just got owned by them. I'll keep that in mind for this guy, because he needs to be defeated as well. Oh crap, he breathed on me. And then of course it takes forever to unfreeze, and then he has another chance to breathe on me, and on these guys, and... Yes, we all know the pattern, or I should by now. Alright, so... Before you go through that door, what you're going to want to do is move these blocks down, which will bring us back to this room where the caged ice beasts are, and that's also where the cannon is. And this is the point in which we actually use the cannon. I completely ignored it last time because we did not need it. So we need to go downstairs and grab a cannonball using the little lift contraption thingy that we've seen earlier. And then if you push this block, it also creates a shortcut to the first area that we saw this lever mechanism being used. It goes back to the courtyard. So everything in this dungeon is starting to loop around now. So if you did forget something, it's pretty easy to actually get back and find your way. Especially since we took care of all those ice walls and stuff too, which is really nice. Alright. A lot of walking with this cannonball though, like we have to walk a heck of far away to actually get this thing. Now luckily Link doesn't move super slowly when he's carrying this above his head. If you try to walk with the ball and chain, you walk insanely slow. Although, I mean, I guess it would be very heavy, but I don't recommend walking with it because you will be stuck there forever. Alright, so we all know this bit. Put the cannon in. Get my bombs ready. I gotta turn the cannon around though, because if I shoot it now, it's just gonna shoot against a wall, which is, you know, completely and utterly useless. That would be a big waste of my time. There we go. And fire in the hole! Boom! And all we needed was for it to go to that room. Ironically, it's one of the last things you do in the dungeon, so, you know, it's one of those things that would have been very, very, very easy to do from the start of the dungeon if we didn't have blocks in the way. But that is the rules of Zelda, making things more complicated than they have to be. For everybody. Hooray. Alright, so let's take care of this. This is just another claw shot target if you need it. Which, hell, I might as well unlock it. You never know. And then this, of course, goes to our remaining cannon. The last time we will ever need to use the cannon mechanism. And pretty much one of the last things we're ever going to do for this dungeon, because we are pretty much 100% finished. And we're going to go ahead and destroy that ice guy. That's the guy who was on top of the ladder, and if you try to crawl up there, he would breathe on you and freeze you instantly. So he was cock-blocking the way from the very, very, very start of the dungeon, because this is one of the first rooms that we went into, so yeah, not fun. But now it is safe to crawl up the ladder. And I'm actually making good timing. I should have enough time to do the boss battle without having to split it up. I kind of did these videos in bigger chunks, but at least it only took us about 3 videos to actually do this entire dungeon, so this is a huge pain in the butt. I might end up dying here if I'm not careful. This is actually like a church or like a cathedral. I really like, you know, that this place is like a mansion, and it's, I don't know, I kind of like haunted, deserted houses. I think it's kind of like a cool kind of premises for dungeons and things. Anyways, you're gonna have a bunch of these guys, so I'm gonna try and use my shield bash and helm splitter combination because my ball and chain is just way too slow, and there's lots of these guys. There's 3 when you kind of walk in at first, and then if you go up this way, then there's a bunch more of them. And they can't hit you when they fall off the ceiling, so be careful of that. You can see these guys are just all over the place. God, it just will not leave Link alone. Why don't you leave Link alone? There we go. And we've got one more guy. There. And they all have to be defeated, of course, or the doors will not open. So So yeah, so much easier. The Helm Splitter makes your life 100 times easier in this dungeon. And here's to hoping that this is the item that we need. And it is! This is the bedroom key, which is essentially the boss key of this game, or this dungeon, rather. And I love it! It looks like a big heart. It's kind of interesting. We finally found the key. That sure took a while, but that mirror shard is as good as ours. Alright, awesome. Well, I guess we should just kind of mosey on up there. I don't think there's anywhere else that we need to go in this area. We've pretty much explored the crap out of the entire dungeon. Oh, hey, Yeta. Oh, you safe, ah? I drink husband's soup. Feel much better. I come to find you. You found key. Ah, good, good. Bedroom right above us. I take you there. And she walks slowly. Anyways, I'm gonna completely ignore how fast or how slow she's walking. I'm gonna have some of this delicious fishy, pumpkin-y, cheesy soup. I don't know how good that would taste. And I'm going to just kind of walk up here. And hopefully we can get our boss battle underway. Of course, this is a very, very, very last room. And it has a big heart-shaped key lock, which I really like. And she magically warped herself all the way up here. How did you do that? Teleporting powers! Thank you. You come inside. Okay. You show me where the mirror shard is. I swear to God, if it's not here, I'm going to lose it. Please, this way. Ah, it appears she was telling the truth. There it is. Here, mirror, you look at it, huh? Ah, so pretty. Pretty. Ah, so pretty. My precious. Pretty, pretty mirror. Lovely. Not take mirror! Oh, dear God. Oh, that is so incredibly frightening. And she turns into a gigantic ice statue, and this is Blizzeta. Twilight ice mass. Alright, so this is pretty simple. You just use your ball and chain to get rid of the ice, make this as small as it can go. It'll eventually just disappear. You've got the little guys that will come off of it as it gets smaller. As it gets smaller, the mass moves faster, so it's a little more difficult to hit it. What I recommend doing is hitting it when it's either extremely close to you or when it's coming towards Link, so then you have enough time for your ball and chain to actually hit it dead on. Like, right when it's at this stage, I find it hard to hit unless it comes right in front of me like it just did. So, first stage is very, very easy. And what is she gonna do next? God, so frightening. She's so weird. Yeta was so cute before, and now she's encased herself in this gigantic ice prison. Alright, so you just look on the... Oh crap, I'm running with my ball and chain. Not a smart idea. You just look on the ceiling to see where these little ice things are going to fall. And as they fall around you, you want to try and avoid them. And then if you can, you also want to try to get rid of them. Because what's going to happen is if you get rid of them, then it eliminates how many of them are following you. They'll also try to box you in. And when they do that, you want to look for an opening in the space that you just went ahead and you tried to destroy. And then Yeta will come down and you can hit her. For some reason, I didn't manage to hit her. I think she just kind of went up like the second that I took out my ball and chain. So right now, she's going to try to box me in. And she's going to fall down. And then I'll try this again. I'm going to try and hit her. So there we go. That's how you do that. You have to do that 3 times to win the battle. And each time that you hit her, she's going to respawn all the little icicles around her body. So, it's just rinse and repeat. This is actually one of the easier boss battles. It would be really, really difficult if you could not see a thing, but the ceiling makes this insanely easy. The sliding around is very, very obnoxious, though, I will admit. And you really only need to get rid of like 1 or 2 pillars to make this easy for yourself, because you can just get out right there. It's just a matter of looking at the reflection and seeing it. And I'm just not fast enough with that ball and chain. I wish it was faster, but it is so insanely slow. The sliding around doesn't help either, because the more you slide around, the farther you get away from her, and that's what makes it really hard to hit her. The sliding away to get away from like your ice prison you're trapped in, and then getting close enough to her to hit her with the ball and chain. But this is one of the easier boss battles of the game. But then, the first time I fought her though, I felt so bad. I was like, she's so cute, and she just got destroyed by the evil Twilight, and I was like, oh, Twilight is really bad if it can just destroy something so insanely cute like that. It's craziness. Oh, there is the opening. I can't see it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, crap. Get out of the way. Ugh. That wasn't good enough. And I definitely wasn't fast enough. I did get another chunk knocked out, though, so she's only got 1 more hit left on her. At this point, I'm just prolonging the battle with my suckage of not being able to play. Get rid of that one just for good measure. So then I'll have a nice big opening to get out of when I need it. Like there. And Yeta is history. Sorry, Yeta. It had to be done. I had no choice. Aw, at least she's still alive. Poor thing. And we will gladly take this evil mirror shard off of her hands. Which makes this our first mirror shard. Not counting the one that's already there, of course. Well, we have 2 mirror shards now. 2 more left, Link. Still, I feel bad about the way we treated that girl. To think, the Mirror of Twilight has the power to change people like that. This world, all worlds, can be cruel. Midna, some philosophical thinking. Let's hurry up and collect the rest of those pieces, Link. Indeed, we have to before more innocent creatures have to endure the suffering this poor girl did. I agree, Midna. Let's get out of here. Let's go search for the other 2 that remain. Is Yeta gonna be okay? Maybe we should check on her. Uh-oh. And he mows Link out of the way again. Aw, poor Yeta. What's wrong with me? Just picks her up with like 1 hand. Very strange, you just dreaming, ah. Yeto, mirror you gave. Forget mirror, Yeta. No, look into eyes of Yeto. Look in reflection of Yeto's eyes. They're true beauty. Aww, that's so cute. Aww, who need mirror? My love, aww. And then the cutest thing in all of history happens. They love each other. This is why I love the Yetis. They are awesome. And they give us a piece of their heart, or a whole one of their hearts, or something. Either way, they're sharing the love. Thanks, guys. And, of course, we get another heart. So we're working on our 2nd row. Things are shaping up to be pretty nice. So anyways, this video is getting insanely long, so I'm going to end the video here. We are done in Snow Peak Ruins, so join me next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.